for this week's episode, we have a very special episode since Epic is back from duty, from reporting, being a courtside reporter, analyst. So
It's like
Epic, we want
I've
to
been
hear.
to war, man.
Yeah.
It's a
Journalism war. Yeah.
Yeah, journalism. Exactly, bro. It is that's exactly what it was, man. Like, okay, I just want to share the experience
Go ahead.
to you
Go
guys.
ahead. Take the
Like,
floor.
oh man. Like the first time I was there, I was just so fucking overwhelmed. Like there were just camera phones and legit cameras everywhere. And like everyone came in teams. I was like one of the oddballs out because I was alone and I was like, dude, I'm literally a rookie and I'm here alone and I gotta like swim in an ocean full of sharks. So it was really difficult just finding my way because, like, especially if you're trying to interview a player, everyone is just going to be there. So you kind of have to like squeeze yourself inside and try to establish a good angle for like your video and like make sure the audio quality is clear enough for your voice and, the player's voice to be heard. There was just so much going on, man. So it was literally like a war. And especially like the thing about like, getting into the mixed zone whenever you're going to ask questions, it's very informal. You just throw it out there. No one gives a shit. Like, you just have to time it right. Unlike in the press conferences, it's there's a bit more formality. You raise your hand and then someone's going to like call you.
Yeah, and there's a moderator, right?
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's appropriate to say that I was at war. I was at journalism war.
That was incredible. You know what? You should have taken one of us as your assistant. Oh, I don't know, maybe just to hold the phone.
Dude, if I could, I would have. Not just one. I would have taken all of you, man. Because, like, dude, all right, nothing beats a team. Because, like, based on my observation,
Yes.
like there were some teams of like 4. One was like the main reporter, one was the camera guy, one was the writer, and then one was like the transcriber or whatnot. So, like, if only I had that option, or we had that option, we would have taken turns. This day I'll do reporter. This next day, Rain, and then Miguel, and then so on and so forth, right? Juan.
That would have been easy.
That would have been perfect. But we had to secure that accreditation. So I feel like what we need to do next time, I think FIBA is going to be here again, 2027. That's what at least I heard.
Oh, really?
So
wait.
I'm not sure.
I think 2027 is in Qatar.
Oh, well, anyway, whatever major, basketball event comes here to the Philippines, I think what we should do next time is like we should apply for accreditation a couple of months earlier.
Yes.
So that we could apply as a team. Because what we did, everything was on the fly. Hey, you want to go to FIBA? Okay, I'm going to FIBA. But that was like 2 weeks prior to the start of the tournament. Everything just happened so fast. Yes. You know what I mean? So there was no time to prepare. And we couldn't get everyone, deploy everyone on the field out there. So I can't wait. I hope, like, next time I could be with all of you guys, man. I swear.
So
I have to add something.
Yeah.
Go ahead. When we applied for accreditation, I think there are 4 or 5 job descriptions, and we could have sent 5, SK guys there. So
yeah,
I think next time, should have been more prepared. So I think we've been talking about the World Cup by April or March already, right?
Actually, you're bugging people about that.
Yeah. So if there was a transition in terms of SK, right? So
yeah,
it probably was a problem there. But if it started by April and I think all of the Filipino guys would have been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Would have been easy.
So Epic, I want to ask you. I know this is I don't know, just out of nowhere, but I want you to kind of like narrow down on 3 moments where you were like mesmerized, but by what you were doing, by what you were experiencing throughout the tournament.
AR.
There's just so much. Yeah, dude, you read my mind, bro. You read. I'm sorry.
We know
let me compose myself.
I'm gonna say
compose myself.
I'm gonna say you're probably blushing when you were you were talking to
Yeah.
her, right?
Yeah, dude. I was so fucking red, man.
Imagine.
I was hoping he wouldn't notice, man. Like it was my first time seeing AR up in person. I was like, holy shit, this is happening. All right. And then like, I was trying to get my camera ready on the monopod. And I was like, okay. I was reviewing my question on my phone. I was like, okay. And then I kept practicing over and over again in my head. And then like the moment I started talking to him, okay, I was ready. My video cam, boom, like that. Dude, I started choking. I was like, "Argh, get the get the question out. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was definitely moment number one. Like, there was technically my first or second night. I'm not sure. It was either of the two, first or second
Yeah.
night there.
I got.
And
Is that the first interview with DR?
that was
Or
the first
second one?
ever interview with
Ah,
that was the exclusive you wrote because
right.
rookie mistake.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
go home. So yeah, dude. Like first or second night there, I felt so new. I felt like I really didn't belong because, like, to me in my head, I was a rookie. You know what I mean? So I've only worked at SK for like a year, just a little bit more than a year, but you know. So that was definitely mesmerizing moment number one. Number two was like, dude, the first USA game that I actually witnessed. I was like, this is happening. This is actually happening. Like, all the US guys started coming out and like I couldn't help it because like, the media guys, they're all just very serious. They were typing on their laptops and whatnot.
Yeah.
They were just jotting down notes. Meanwhile, I was like, oh, like I couldn't help it. I like my first US game. I'm like, oh my god, they're here. And then like I kept messaging the group chat. I think Juan saw that, and I was like, yo, this is actually happening. And like I don't know, my mind was just so fucking blown away because like aside from like AR, the fact that it was a dream come true for me, like to finally see NBA players in person. This was something that I wouldn't have thought that would ever happen in my life because like a plane ticket to the States, that's expensive, dude. That is so expensive. I'm not gonna pay for that shit unless like SK does end up sending us there, like all expenses paid, why not? But if I'm gonna pay for my own ticket, no way. So I really didn't see myself seeing these NBA players in person. And I guess moment number three would have to be like actually talking to the legend himself, Steve Kerr. Oh, in like the press conference, like dude, like however I felt for AR, it was kind of the same, but except for the blushing part, it was more of like I was feeling anxious at this point. I was like, dude, okay, I'm talking to a world champion, not just for the Warriors, but for the Bulls as well. So like I wanted
This guy
to be
played
prepared.
for Michael Jordan.
Exactly, man. So like I wanted to be at my best, and I felt so bad. Like I felt like I didn't get the words out right the first time I got to talk to him because he was like, I'm sorry, what was that? Like I felt like
I saw
didn't
that video.
Yeah, the first one.
I think you guys saw. Yeah, I think you guys saw the story. But I don't think it was my problem though. Like I kept on listening to it. I was like, no, I think I got the message out loud and clearly. I think he just missed it. But like at that moment, I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. Oh no, you know what I mean? So I was like, damn, is this it? Am I gonna get fired? Steve Kerr didn't understand me. Oh my god. So yeah, that was it. Those were, but like after beyond those three, eventually I've kind of grown accustomed to it. So it kind of became like another day at the office for me. So to be honest, like if I was still accredited for the quarterfinals, it would have been a cakewalk. And I'm not being boastful. I'm not being arrogant or anything. It's just that I've gotten so used to it to a point. It's like second nature to me at this point. So a big downer that I couldn't be part of it anymore. But definitely, it helped me evolve. In my career as a journalist and like as a person in general, I've learned a lot from so many people. I've learned a lot from the experience alone, and like watching the games in like personal also kind of I had a lot of takeaways from what I could apply to my game whenever I play basketball, stuff like that. So there's just so much, man. And the links that I've connected to, which we could see them soon here as
Of course,
guests.
yeah, that's a good hint. Yeah,
And yeah, dude. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Felt like a fever dream, but yeah, I got nothing else but thanks to I don't want to get all religious here, but thanks to God, he
Of
got me
course,
here,
of course.
and yeah, I'm
course.
also thankful to you guys for being supportive all throughout this whole journey. So thank you guys. I love you guys for that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And we do love you as oh, of course. And no homo. And no,
Dude, you made it weird by saying that. Okay, it was
Man.
it came from a wholesome place,
You
bro.
need to say
Had to
that.
ruin it.
I came to ruin the moment. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
And there you have it, guys. Epic. It's been great. You've been missed, of course. Now
Missed
you're
you guys
back.
too.
Finally, the four of us are back together doing this. So tune in, guys, for more episodes with the four of us and more stories, more analytical takes,
More segments.
more debates, hopefully.
More segments.
More segments.
Yeah,
More
segments.
segments.
So with that, episode 7 and Epic's return. That's a wrap. Peace.
Peace.